Okay. Who doesn't like checking a little email and watching Snapped? All right, so it's been almost 6 months since I have owned the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and I said, you know what? Let me do a follow up because people need to know. Like, I get that there are still a few people who are, on the fence about such a thing. Although we are seeing now more than ever a number of phones that are in the folding category, a number of them. So I just want to share with you really quick a couple of the things that I love about the Z Fold 3 and maybe why you want to start thinking about it. So this morning when I was doing my normal thing, and my normal thing is to have my Google News on one side and then my LinkedIn on the other side, so I can share the latest and greatest, right? And I came across an article that talked about the top Samsung phones to purchase in 2022 by Cnet. Of course, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is one of those phones that are on there. It's a work beast. A work beast. Now, if you are a person who likes to use all the real estate and has a lot of work to do, this is your friends. This is your friends. See, I didn't really think about it. In the beginning, I was still, using one screen and going back and forth in between, apps. And I thought, why am I doing that? I pay for this real estate. Let me use it wisely. So, I now have a couple of combinations that I like. The LinkedIn and Google News is one combination. Could I add a third screen? I could. Especially when you're working with someone to help them get organized, you're texting them on this side, shopping the web on this side, and trying to figure out how much they're going to spend to help them stay within their budget. That comes in handy here because I can do all those things. Love it. But yeah, I have a couple of combinations so that when I'm doing my normal thing, I can quickly click on that combination, open it up, and then I'm ready to go. So there are a couple that, like I said, work really together. That's number one reason. If you're a person who likes real estate and it's not multitasking, this really is efficiency. Because if I'm working on the monthly budget for the business, yeah, I want to have my numbers on one side and my calculator on the other. Hello? This makes sense, right? So that's one. That's what I love about this. Now, the second reason I really like the Z Fold 3 is entertainment. Oh, I am not a TV person, but I like a good bit of TV, from time to time when I'm working on things. Primarily when I am doing my Sunday soak and I want a little background noise, or if it's football season and I don't want to miss a single play. Then I am, of course, folding my phone so that it can stay on the edge. I can do what I have to do, have my cocktail or sparkling coconut water, and the world continues. This is awesome. It is awesome. Love it, love it. Speaking of folding, can I talk about real quick? Because a lot of us have purchased, the ring lights, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate my ring light. I hate the little ring that it does, but that's a sidebar. But when it comes to cameras, yeah, that video, that commercial with the girl is dancing by herself and she's got it folded up. I do the same thing. On a consistent basis, my phone is folded like this so I can record what I need to record and be hands-free. It is like the easiest thing. It is like the easiest. All I gotta do is prop it up. Hey girl, hey. All I gotta do is prop it up and record it and then blammo, share it, and I'm done. I am hands-free all the time for all my pictures. And I have a lot of tall surfaces, so it works. Love that feature too. Now that's a minor thing. It's minor. But it definitely works when you're doing like conference calls and you want to do your regular stuff. It's like, hello, I can still do all my things. I love that. Yeah. So we'll put entertainment and camera all in one thing. Speaking of other entertainment, the games. I don't play a lot of games. Okay? I'm that kid. I am still doing solitaire, Tetris, block puzzle, bingo. I'm still that kid. Hate me, all right? But I love a nice screen. It's so nice. Keep in mind, I'm nearsighted. You know what I'm saying? So, my sight, as I get older and my eyes get more and more out of whack, I'm gonna need a big screen. Like, I'm gonna need it. Now, what doesn't work well? Instagram. I tried the resizing thing. I did. I tried to live with it. I don't like it. I don't like it resized. I believe if you're gonna do anything, leave it the way it is. Like, just leave it. What I found when I resized Instagram is that the phone would resize the images as well. And that's wonky. Like, some of my stories would come out this wide based on the app and not their normal story size, right? Like, it was just weird. It was just weird trying to make things work, and you're like, why did it do that? Like, my videos looked wonky. It was awful. So I have put Instagram back to its normal size because it works the best for me. What else doesn't work well? When it's like this and you're using your camera and you got it on full size for video. Now you're thinking, I don't get it. Let me show you real quick. So I thought, let me do full size. What's the worst that can happen doing full size for a camera? So I thought, I love this whole entire screen. Love it. Little rosy cheeks. Love it. And I figured this would be great, right? To have full size. Because I was accustomed to full size on my other Samsung phones. And then I decided to share it. And quickly found out that it mimics the itty bitty screen that we work with. Now, I don't mind the tall skinny in terms of operating, but I hate it for video. Does not look good on Instagram, looks awful on YouTube. Not good. So we don't do full size when we're working with the smaller screen. Now, the smaller screen is fine. I mean, it is tall, right? But you do get accustomed to, operating it. You do. It just has a couple of things that you should be aware of, and that is one of them. I don't think I ever really thought about it until I went to record video, and I thought, that's going to be, really nice. And then we recognized quickly after that it was not nice. It was awful. Just awful. So no, we don't do full size on the slimmer screen, like at all. Now, I do live with this slimmer screen on a consistent basis, right? When I get up in the morning. But when I get started, I open the phone, kind of like open the newspaper, and I get into it, doing whatever I have to do. And it is lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. So those are at least two things that I didn't really care for. Does the battery go down faster? I don't really know. I would think if I was playing a lot of games, maybe it would, but I did test watching a string of movies on Disney Plus. I went down the Star Wars rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying? So I was on my third movie, and I was at, I think it was 54 or 50%. That's pretty good. So I don't know if it adjusts itself based on what you're doing, but it works. I am certain, though, that maybe other people who do a lot of things probably see a faster battery decline, but I have not had that. I haven't had it. But I gotta tell you, I was out with the girls doing our holiday thing, and, I was like, looking at the menu, because everyone is now doing they're doing a QR code. First of all, we should have been doing a QR code long time ago, because it's just easier to not have to waste paper, right? And this isn't bad, but there's nothing like passing around a menu at the table. I love it. It's like, yes, I will take the carne asada tacos. Thank you. So yes, is it for everyone? Still us a no. I mean, if they get the technology down and bring the price down a little bit, like it was almost 2,000. I didn't mind spending that. No, did I spend 2,000? No, I spent like, well, no, I had the discounts and stuff. So like 14? I think it was 1,400. I think it was 1,400. Is that a lot? Yeah, it's a lot. You're damn right, it's a lot. The phones have gotten really expensive, but phones have also gotten really cheap. To the point where, like, when my mother calls and says, "Oh my goodness, my phone," I just buy them, unlocked from Samsung because they're like about what, $200, $250, which I know doesn't seem like a lot in the term of phones. It's actually very affordable, so it really isn't a lot. Not when we were spending like $400 and $500. So if they can get it down even lower, I'd buy another one. If the Z4 comes out soon, I'd buy that sucker too. I have been converted to a folding phone person. I can't see myself going back, but we shall see. We shall